Hey everyone, welcome back. I hope everyone feels very relaxed after doing their Zentangle projects. Hope you guys came up with some good ideas. So before we dive into more Zentangling today, I wanted to read to you about the history of Zentangles. I looked this up on Quora.com. Okay, so the word Zentangles, the name was formulated by Rick Roberts, a former monk, and Maria Thomas, who was a very well-known calligrapher and illuminist, artist and designer. So while she was illuminating one of her letters, she had been working on this project for hours and hours. So then Rick Roberts came over to her and asked her how she felt during this time, and she said that she was quiet and focused. So that's how the word came to be. So hopefully we'll get even more quiet and focused today. And so here's my challenge for you today. So while I was walking around my house, I started noticing all of these patterns sticking out to me. So I want to challenge you to find 8 things from your house to get some ideas from some patterns. So I have those 8 things here. And then the other 8 things I want you to research on your phone or computer, laptop. Find 8 designs to use from someone else. Okay, so we are going to use our grid again to get started, just like we did last time. Here's our design from last time. Okay. So to do that, you're going to fold your paper in half, crease, then in half again, crease, in half again, and crease, and then in half one more time. So we should have 16 boxes. So the challenge was 8 things that you got inspiration from around your house, and then 8 things that you found off the internet. So I will show you the fun things that I found. I thought this was a fun activity since we're all at home. So the first thing I was drawing inspiration from was this bag that I keep my paintbrushes in, and I was looking at this shape right here. It's an oval, and then like a shape of an eye, and then another shape of an eye. Okay, so I'm going to use this as my inspiration for my pattern. And I'm going to use a combination of thick and thin Sharpie. And remember, you can use whatever you want. All right, so my first one, I'm going to draw a few ovals. And I'm going to make some big and some small, different sizes. Okay, I'll even make one going off the edge here. That's good. Okay, and then we have our eye shape. All right. And for the older students, you guys should be challenging yourself to fill in the negative space pattern. So that would be all this space in the background. You know, I could even just fill it in with some dots. That would give it more detail. Okay, so there's the first one done. All right, second inspiration, I saw this cup, my mug, and it has all of these really great patterns on it. And I was specifically looking at this one. It starts with a flower, and then there's this wavy line, this curly line around it. So I'm going to attempt to draw this pattern as one of my Zentangles. So I'm going to set it up in front of me so I can see it. All right. This is going to give you, gathering all of these materials took me probably 15 minutes, maybe 10-15 minutes. I looked in the kitchen, living room, bedroom. You're going to find a lot of patterns with clothing. All right, and then we have our wavy line around that. And it's okay if these patterns don't turn out the way you want. okay? It's just good practice. Getting inspiration from things that are around you is a great way to practice drawing. And we have another wavy line. And again, I encourage you guys to post what you do. And then around that, we have some little leaf-like shapes. This one's not really my favorite, but I'm just going to keep going. It looks okay. All right. I'm going to challenge myself and add a few more details inside here, because that is what Zentangling is all about. I added some detail in the flower. All right, next up for our inspiration, I found this little change wallet. Too bad there's nothing inside, but nothing in there. But I saw this intricate pattern here. It looks like a woven pattern, which actually looked kind of complicated, but I'm going to try. So we have our lines coming this way. Actually, you know what? I'm going to use pencil first. I might have to do a little bit of erasing. So we have lines diagonally. All right, now, this seems sort of complicated, but I'm going to still give it a shot. All right, we have, okay. Over. All right, I got it, I think. Definitely increasing my focus while doing this. So they were right about that. It sort of looks like a brick pattern for now. Okay, now this one's going to go here. Add these little guidelines to make it look like it's going through. Ooh, this is getting tricky. Wow, this looks really cool. Okay. Next, I found this candle, and it has a really nice geometric pattern. I think I'm really partial to the geometric patterns. So I'm going to attempt to draw this one. So let's see, we've got, it starts with an X, and then some lines, and then these flowers, which is actually an organic line. So actually, if we're going to talk about geometric and organic lines, geometric lines are, you know, straight and angular. Okay, they have like a structure to them. An organic line would just be like, you know, something kind of more whimsical and fun, like ovals, flowers. That kind of stuff is an organic line, so you know. All right, back to what we were doing with this flower. And then it's got some lines around it. Okay. Finished with that one. 4 done, 4 to go. Next, I got some inspiration from this dish towel. This one's kind of an easier one. I'm just going to keep that right next to me while I go. So we have a thick line, and then a thin line, and then a thick line, and then a thin line. Pretty easy. Finished. Next, I found this dress with lots of patterns, so you'll find a lot of stuff with clothing. Okay, there's some more detail at the bottom. All right, so let's see, this one looks kind of tricky. Okay, I'm gonna grab my small Sharpie for this one. So we have circle. All right, here's that pattern. And then, okay, this is going to get tricky. Okay, done with that one. Next, I found this game. It's called 5 Crowns. I don't really know how to play. I haven't played in a while, I guess I should say. And I'm going to use these little symbols in my design. The symbols on the cards. Alright, this was really a challenging one. So we have spade, heart, star, okay, and then last I have this beach towel with lots of patterns on it. Okay, so this one I'll have to create a box first. I'll have to create a checkered box first, I should say. Lines going straight down and across. And then we have alternating and repeating. I'm just now starting to really get into the groove of my patterning, which is good because I'm already halfway there. Now, I went ahead and researched some really cool Zentangle patterns on the internet. Here's the first one. Okay, so let's see if I can do that one. Set it up for you guys so you can see what I'm doing. So we've got circle, concentric circles first. like Kandinsky's art. And then we've got, oh, we got them looking like, got some stripes. Now again. Almost there. That's the rest of the box there. I'm going to keep going. That looks really cool. Okay, next one. All right, I'm just loving these squares. All right, so we've got, make a window shape. And part about being an artist is just like figuring it out, you know? Just trying to figure out how to do this. I'm studying the image. Okay, here we go. Got some of this diagonal going across. And then we've got a box inside. And coloring one side in. This is a good one for our contrast. Last time we talked about contrast. Contrast is when you want a lot of darks and lights showing. So if we just left that blank, it wouldn't look as interesting as it would if we were doing this. As if we were coloring it in. It just really makes it stand out and pop way more. Oh, almost messed up there. One's really cool. All right. Next we have more boxes. I just keep picking boxes. Okay. And this one we have, okay, we have black square. Thinking ahead to the next shape will always help out. There we go. And then we have just stripes coming down. Nice. I'm really liking these ones that I found. Oh, more box shapes again. I didn't realize I picked out so many box shapes, but that's okay. All right, now we've got boxes. And then this one's just a diagonal. Okay. And then we've got, oh, this one looks kind of cool. Well, that's actually more of a box one, so let's try to do something else. Okay, I picked a lot of boxes. Here's a cool one. So we'll need another box grid down here again. So this one has a little shape right here colored in. It's like a sun, kind of. Don't feel the need you have to copy off of my designs. I really hope you guys take some time to research your own. Whatever you do though, just make sure you have some parental guidance when you're searching. Okay, next one. Let's see what else I picked. Ooh, John Quall. It even has a name. All right, let's see. Gotta study this one a little bit. Okay, so we've got John Quall. Okay. Ooh, this one's tricky. Oh, I'm loving this one. So here it is without filled in. And then it looks like we just got to color in a pattern to fill in. Sorry guys, my coloring's not so nice. And actually, if you wanted to do this with coloring too, it would look even cooler. Wow, that looks really awesome. Okay. Ooh, lightning bolt is next. Here we go. So the first lightning bolt's colored in. Lightning bolt. Okay, and then last but not least, let's see. Oh, I picked out a lot. Last but not least, let's pick an easy one. Why don't we do, we'll just do lines all over. Whole extra paper of cool designs, because we're going to need it for our next project next time. Alright guys, keep Zentangling. I can't wait to see what you make.